Good morning, everyone. It's Justice for Comics. It is Saturday morning. I didn't get a chance to do this video yesterday. This is going to be the Hot 10 list from CBSI, comicbookinvest.com. They do a weekly top 10 list of books that are on the move, that kind of thing. So I'll review that here in a second. I got these in the mail today. Doom 2099, number one. This is the Zaffino cover. Really got a nice deal on this book. Of course, the prices have come down a little bit since then, so I think you can buy it basically for what I paid for it at this point. Right around $40 to $45 is what this book's going for. It's just a really good cover by Zaffino. When I bought this at the time, the only copies for sale were on eBay between $65 and $80, so I felt like at the time I got a pretty good deal. Now, of course, it's about what you would pay. So it kind of shows you lately you're better off waiting a little bit, maybe a week or two, until after the book comes out, because the prices do tend to be dropping, especially this time of year. People need money for other things. It's near Christmas time, so prices are not staying real firm lately, I've noticed. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Unless there was a major appearance or something that makes the book super hot, but I don't think there's anything in this book that puts the book at super hot status, other than the cover. I just think it's a nice cover. And that seller was nice enough to send me a copy of the A cover as well for free, so nice little bonus there, pretty nice. Also, the other book I got in the mail, I just thought this was a cool looking cover. I noticed this on Key Collector Comics, Key Collector's app, John Christopher Tyler variant. This was, I guess you had to order a book directly from him to get an opportunity to get one of these. There's only 1,000 of these printed. It's it's one of these negative variants, negative space variants. I just think it's really nice with the up close of Palantine. Just a really cool looking cover. Nice mint condition. So yeah, there's only 1,000 of these in existence. So I don't know. I got this pretty cheap, around $20, $23 maybe. So if you look online, you can find some deals. That one I think was a good deal. I think normally this sells between 30 and 40. But it is pretty limited to only 1,000 copies. So thought I'd highlight those two. All right, let's jump into it here with the Hot 10 list. Let me zoom in a little bit. We'll go down to number 10, and that is Spider-Verse number 1, the Todd Nook Walmart variant. So these were only available in Walmarts, which where I live, I don't know, the Walmart's just, I think Florida is like the worst for Walmarts. Like if there's anything left over, it gets sent down to Florida. So I just never really find anything at a Walmart. I mean, the few times I'm in there, I'll look at the comic book section, and it's usually those giant size DC books. Once in a while there'll be a Marvel, 3-pack, 4-pack, nothing special. So I never even saw this where I live, the Walmarts, and I don't want to pay $20, $25. Here it says holding steady in the $15 range. Yeah, I don't know. Not anything I really want to go after. If I found it at a Walmart for $4 or $5, I'd pick it up. But other than that, I'm not really interested. Number 9, Adventures into Mindless Self-Indulgence, one shot. What the hell is this? Yeah, oddball pick of the week, I would say. Very hard to find book. Was around $30 and then sold for $50 this week. All current listings are around $75 or higher. I mean, who cares about this book? Is this something that's going to be made into a movie, a TV show, animated series? Who cares? I don't know. I guess if you bought this book for cover price when it came out, congratulations. I would be selling that super quick on eBay right now if someone's going to pay you $75 for that. take the money and run. Go buy an older key book that you don't own versus this mindless self-indulgence. $75. Yeah, I think you do have to be mindless to pay $75 for that. But I don't know. I guess there's a market for everything, right? As they say. Analog number 1. I do believe I have that in my collection. I purchased for cover price when it came out. For a while there, I was buying just about any number 1 issue that came out on Image. I'm not doing that as much anymore, mainly because most of them just don't really do anything, and they're not even that good, most of them. I don't know. Image is probably one of my few publishers I buy comic books from anymore. I tend to buy more from Boom Studios, Dark Horse, things like that. I don't know. Image is, there's a couple titles I'll pick up from Image, but I don't know. I'm just, lately, any of the number 1s that come out from Image are just not very good. So you got Jerry Dugan as the writer here. This was supposedly an $8 to $10 book. 9/8 are selling in the $50 to $60 range based on option news. I thought this was optioned a long time ago, so did it get optioned again? I don't know. I just feel like lately the comic book industry is looking for any slight news at all to try to make something move. It seems like desperation to me. I don't know. I would not pay more than cover price for this book. And I'm sure this is a book that if you search around at some of your local comic book shops, you'll probably find it in a dollar bin, or at the very least a back issue bin for cover price or less. So that's what I would do if you really feel like, oh yeah, this is going to be a great movie. I read the story. I read the first 2 or 3 issues. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was that good. I don't see it being made into anything. So just my opinion. I don't see that doing anything spectacular. Number 7 on the list, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 100. The 1 in 50 Laird and Eastman variant. It's a cool looking cover. Not a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. I've been collecting the book since issue 95. So I did pick up the regular cover of number 100. I pre-ordered it in advance. It's an expensive book. It's like a $10 book. It's prestige format. I think sales after this book, I think they're going to dip. It's just one of those things that right now the book's hot. I don't know, $60 to $70 for that book, selling slightly over ratio. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it hit 100 issues. That's great, and there's a lot of attention on it. 6 months from now, I'm pretty sure you're going to find this book pretty cheap. So they printed a lot of books. There was a heavy order by most shops. So this 1 in 50 variant book is not that rare. And I'm willing to bet you're going to find it under ratio in about 3 to 6 months. So that's my prediction. Number 6, Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 13. Another book that's a little hot. B cover's way better. I didn't even bother with the A cover. B cover is a beautiful cover by Miles Morales, which I bought it just based on the cover. I had no idea that there was a first appearance of anybody in this book. Although, in my opinion, this is, I don't know. It's unless they're going to develop Miles's sister, Billy. It's a boy's name, by the way, not a girl's name. Oh God, Billy Morales is a girl. Okay. $10 to $15 book. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is this a significant book to be on the list? I don't really think so, but at least they should have put the B cover on this list because it's 50 times better than the A cover. I don't know. I mean, everyone, I guess, is specking on his sister's going to be a superhero. I don't know. It just seems ridiculous to me. Just my opinion. Number 5, October Faction number 1, Steve Niles, Damian Worm. Yeah, cool book. I bought it. I bought those issues when they came out. I did not buy the A cover, though. I've got the C cover. I don't know why. I thought the C cover looked better. Probably should have bought the A cover. I think the A cover's going for more money. But yeah, they had announced earlier in the year that this was being optioned for something more of a TV show, I would think. I don't know if it's Netflix or it's definitely not a movie. It's not. It's basically Addams Family. It has that feel to it, pretty much. The artwork in it's pretty cool. Damian Worm is a good artist. Probably a low print run. Not an easy book to find. If you go to a local comic book shop, you're not likely to find back issues of this book. You're not going to find it in dollar bins. It's just one of those obscure titles that had a very short print run, and there are a lot of people that collect Steve Niles' writing, so that's probably the only people that bought the book. But yeah, it's going for $30 to $40. That's good. I mean, I've got a C cover of #1. Unfortunately, not the A cover, but oh well. It goes for probably half that price. #4, Star Wars Clone Wars #1. Just as another obscure Star Wars title that had low print run. Not too many people probably bought it. It's several years old. If you go to eBay right now, there's people asking some pretty steep money. This came out in 2008. So the way to find that book is, some comic book shops don't sell Star Wars very well. A lot of shops don't. So that could be a book that you could scout and find in a back issue bin somewhere. It's possible. So, or, you buy a collection of Star Wars comic books, it might be in there, randomly. So, yeah, just maybe keep an eye out for that book. #3, Lady Machina. Am I pronouncing that right? Machina, #0. Joe Benitez writing and art. I know every free comic book day, it seems like they give away an issue of this book. #0, I don't think I have it in my collection. I probably have a couple of the free comic book day issues in my collection. This one's going for $75 plus. It's not that easy to find, supposedly. I don't know. I would not pay $75 for that book. Is this going to be made into a TV show, a movie? And I don't know. It's just a first appearance. Oh, it says here the news of a show was mentioned quite a while ago. Okay. So again, be careful with these books when they come out saying, oh yeah, show's being developed. Your chances are pretty slim. I mean, not everything that gets optioned gets developed into a show. It's a long process. A lot of shows get canceled even before they go to post-production. So don't sink a lot of money into a book thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be a hit title. Yeah, I wouldn't pay $75 based on that bet. #2, Incredible Hulk 258. Why is this on this list? Word is that Ursa Major will be in the Black Widow movie. So I guess this is a character that first appeared in this title. I don't know. So CBSI basically says, yeah, does this even really matter? But yet they put it #2 on their list. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know of anybody hunting this down. I guess if you have it in your collection, pull it out and sell it if you want to. But most people that have an oddball issue like Incredible Hulk 258 are usually collecting Incredible Hulk and probably have extensive runs of this book. So I don't know. I think it's just kind of an obscure... As you can kind of tell, I'm not real positive about this list this week. There's not a lot on here that got me excited. I mean, I really don't care about any of these books. October Faction, I mean, I have that run. I think I have like 1 through 8. And I thought it was a decent book, but other than that, there's not really anything on here that looks great. I mean, #1 is a book I love the cover. It's beautiful. Spawn 303. But again, the chances of getting this book were very, very remote. You had to have gone to a Singapore Comic Con to get it. and it was probably going to be $40 to $50 at the con. This thing was not for sale. I mean, I was checking for weeks. I knew about this cover. Scott's Collectibles. I'm on their Facebook page. They were promoting this book. They were selling 5 graded copies off their website on Friday at 5 p.m. And of course, I forgot about it. So by the time I remembered, yeah, they're sold out. They had 5 copies. It probably would have been hard to buy, even if I was on their site right at 5 p.m. You know, there was only 5 copies available. There was 5 signature series available, graded, and I think there was 5 non-signature series maybe. And then they were wanting pretty good money. I think the cheapest book they were asking $320. It was British pounds. I think it was like $250 British. So American dollars is about $320 plus shipping. So it probably would have been around $350 for this book. But if you go on eBay right now, non-graded copies are going for $750. Here's one they're asking $1,000 for. So, of course, Spawn fans that love having any rare Spawn book, yeah, this is a pretty rare book, 250 copies. I mean, it's not a super low print run, but it's pretty low. But I wonder if it's going to do what like the San Diego Comic-Con variant did, right? It was super, super hot, $500-$600 book, and now, right, you can buy it around $200. It's still an expensive book, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I missed my opportunity. I suppose in looking back on it, yeah, I would have liked to have paid $350 for a book that's selling between $800 to $1,000 non-graded. So, yeah, oh well. I missed it. So that is your number 1 book for the week. It's a beautiful cover. I love Cale No. It's still probably one of the best Spawn covers I've ever seen. I mean, I love his artwork. He's a Filipino artist. He's fantastic. And yeah, I mean, if this book ever got cheap enough, I would love to own a copy. But yeah, I probably won't pay more than $200 or $300 for it. I just can't see doing that on a modern book. The other thing I wanted to mention, I just saw this in the news pop up. Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein cover for Marvel sells for $1.2 million. Boy, if you ever really want to take the time to look at fantastic art, zoom in and look at this picture that Wrightson did of Frankenstein. I mean, the minute, intricate detail of Dr. Frankenstein's lab. I'm telling you, I think if I had money, I mean serious money, 1.2 million, I think this is a great buy. I would definitely, if I had the capital to buy fine art, to me, this is fine art. This is like buying a Picasso to me. Wrightson's detail, probably one of the best detailed inkers that ever put pen to a comic book page. No doubt about it. I don't think anybody could really debate that. If you look at this picture and look at the detail, the line work detail in this picture is world class. It's phenomenal. So I can definitely see, why somebody would pay that kind of money. If I was a wealthy tech guy, silicone tech guy that had, $1 billion net worth, yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to pay 1.2 million for this. It's absolutely, it's beautiful. It's like buying a Picasso. It's like buying a Picasso cheap, in my opinion. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So, just thought I'd mention that. I love Bernie Wrightson's artwork. You can still buy some early '70s issues of his art, in comic book form for pretty cheap. Obviously, owning an original art piece would be awesome, and this is one of a kind. I mean, this is probably one of the most detailed drawings in comic book related I've ever seen. It's just, take the time to zoom in and look at this picture. You'll be amazed. You'll be absolutely amazed at the detail. All right, guys, that's what I had. I'll probably shoot another video tomorrow highlighting cover prices top 20. I like that list a little bit better than CBSI. It's a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more detailed, a little bit more in tune with the market in the past week or so. So I'll have another video out for that. Look for that later, probably tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.